Alright, so it's been like nearly 8 days without an upload. So, I'm like, dang, y'all starving. So, I decided, why not make a Gali Yap video about what my old video is like, about what's like the most fun killers to face. So, honestly, I'm just going off with no script, so let's get started. Alright, I'm gonna go off from my old tier list, so let me pull that up real quick. I'm gonna cut when I find this. Alright. So, Rosemary, apparently I put Rosemary, like really old Rosemary at D. Rosemary is going all the way to maybe like A, like S or A. Why? Because like low-key, bro, actually maybe A. Because Rosemary is basically just like a old Springtrap, because like you cannot get away from her. Like you're gonna die at some point, bro, because he's literally just old Springtrap with her new abilities. Which, that's just not fun in my opinion. I might put her at S, bro. Honestly, I just don't think it's that fun to face Rosemary like before. I mean, like, the only reason why I have Rosemary at D is because she was, like, low-key light work to face. Alright. Vapor. Honestly, I don't really see Vapor being that annoying unless you're playing dumb, If you're going up, like, randomly around, like, corners and, like, somehow you run into him and use all your stamina, that's kind of your fault, because if you're a competent player, you would know that just break the skull pre-run and you're fine. So maybe a competent Vapor could kill you like at some point, but that's really rare. I'll put him at C. Baldi. Alright, Baldi's going at B. Honestly, Baldi's like somewhat fun, I guess. Like the nope. Like for console players, it'll probably be an A or an S. But for PC players, I don't think he's as bad. He is an out stamina monster, so that's of course not as fun, the face, but I think he's alright compared to like these other monsters that kind of not fun. But alright, Oni. Honestly, would I have Oni on my tier list? I had Oni at F tier because F tier he wasn't even that bad to face. Honestly, I thought he was really fun to face. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if y'all disagree with me, but I think Oni's actually really fun to face. There's like no Onis. Like I know Oni got removed with Fuwatti temporarily, but honestly, I saw like no Onis, like no Onis. Like maybe every like 2 weeks I'll see a Oni, because that's how rare he was to face. All right, next up we got Fogborn, and in my tier list I had him at A. On my old tier list. So honestly, we don't really face any Fogborns, honestly, like I used to. I don't see any Fogborns. So low-key, like, from my perspective, you could always just look down. Like, I feel like he's not as annoying as to face. Like, as long as you have good reaction and you don't look at him, I feel like you're fine. Because Fogborn gets countered really hard if you just look down, like, on the concrete floor. It's not as bad, But I can't really be saying much because I don't really play Fogborn that much, so I don't really know how good he is in the meta, because I haven't played Pillar Chase for almost a month. So I feel like he'd be like at B tier or A tier realistically. But for me, it's like C tier. Alright, next up we got EXE, which EXE I put on my tier list C tier. I'm probably gonna ramp it up to B tier, I'm not gonna lie. I don't really like trappers, if I'm being honest. Trappers just block entry for going in pathways. So take Oni's map for example. You go in it, he puts a trap at the stairs. Well, GG's, you're trapped. You're basically trapped on one part of the map and you can't go anywhere else. I don't really like that kind of gameplay loop. It's annoying. I might even put him at A tier. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it's just not fun to face. It's maybe for the chase teams it's alright, but realistically, I just don't think it's fun. Alright, next up we got Samsonite, which I put him at S tier apparently to face. So I know a lot of people don't like facing Samsonite mainly for the it used to be the RNG because he would swan on top of you. But honestly, I don't think he's as bad anymore. I feel like he should be C tier because he can get countered so hard sometimes. Like for early game he can be really strong, but then as soon as it gets to late game, you got your objectives done. And you're just ready. You're ready, you feel me? Like, you ready. As long as you can see the doors where he's coming from, you're chilling. Which is why it makes it annoying for us this time. Let me make sure I'm recording. Alright, I am. Alright. Next up, we got Springtrap. Alright. For Springtrap, I don't even think Springtrap was in the game back then when I was making this tier list. Oh, never mind. Okay, I put Springtrap at S tier, which that was because it was released Springtrap, chat, and y'all already know why I put him at S tier. But for current Springtrap, he has the old vent. Honestly, Springtrap's kind of just like an out stamina monster. I'm not even gonna lie. He has Phantom Walk where he can hold his stamina. He can get that distance, get the damage buff. Honestly, I don't think he's as annoying as Rosemary. I could put him at A because like I feel like I just can't escape him half the time because ventilation gives him a speed boost, so you can get away. Like you can't get away from that, and there's not really a lot I feel like you could do against the Springtrap if it's competent. MX. So back then I used to hate MX. I put him at like A or S, but honestly, I know it's surprising, but like I feel like he's way fun in the face nowadays. Like he used to be so common in servers, which is to the point where I was like, man, this monster boring as freak the face. But you know, as soon as like I started like facing him more and he appeared less because you know PCX, he's actually been pretty fun in the face. I'm not gonna lie. Alright, alright, no questions asked. Let's be honest. Forest King, my GOAT. Obviously, he's like very, very strong in the meta still. Still strong. Nobody plays her still though. It's fine. Obviously, she has a glitch blitz that does a ton of damage for a low cooldown, and it's a really fast cooldown to get you bone break. She has these facades, you know, to block your way from pathways, which is obviously kind of annoying. And then you can always, if somebody runs into the facade and she's chasing you, obviously you're gonna get punished and not that guy instead. So you know, it's not really that fun of a monster face. You feel me? Niloticus. All right, it's just a worser EXE. Like literally, it's like EXE if like he could like literally outstamina you even worsely. Cause hear me out. Niloticus puts his puddles near objectives, and it's like the exact same as freaking EXE, because all you need to do is put these puddles near blockways, and as soon as somebody steps in that, I'm not gonna lie, Niloticus runs straight all the way to the puddle, bro. And if he's not, I swear, y'all Niloticus mains are not fun to face, because y'all love doing the backwards tech where you try to make your hitbox bigger from your tail. Bro, that John ain't fun, bro. Nobody's having fun from that. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I don't see how anybody could have joy facing Niloticus. Alright, and now except we have WYST. I'm not gonna lie. Also, I need to drink water. Holy, my voice is getting sore. WYST? Honestly, I'm not gonna even lie. WYST is not even that bad. I don't see really anybody like playing WYST anymore like I used to. Obviously, WYST used to be a stamina monster from Frenzy, but I don't really know the buffs anymore for him. Because fairly, if y'all don't know, I haven't really been facing any WYST, so I feel like he could either be B tier, honestly, because he still has Frenzy. You know, he could out stamina you, so I feel like that's valid. Okay, yep. Alright, Mimic. Mimic is just not fun to face either, you know, like, sure, you can detect him later, but at some point, you're gonna die, because you know, when he gets this bleeding damage and he murks you, bro, you're actually just gonna die. I'm not even gonna lie. Because either you kind of loop him and then he kills you, or he just kills you. Because I'm not gonna lie, bro, Elder Ascension is like the main way he gets the damage in. And as soon as you get hit by him and he has a lot of stamina, you're dead. Like, there's no counterplay. You're just dead. So, yeah, I mean, I feel like some people can agree about either maybe Mimic and Forest King. But that's just my opinion so far on Mimic, because Mimic's just always been like a character I feel like that needs a rework or a slight tweak on his abilities, because it's just not fun to face. Fuwatti, oh my boy Fuwatti, yo. I'm not gonna lie, Fuwatti is actually so fun to face. I feel like he has so many funny moments that he brings inside the game, like the I want you you know what I'm about to say with that one. I want you hanged, and what else? There's like plenty of skins. I love his melon skin, and I also use this Hot Pocket Fuwatti skin. So honestly, I don't think he's as bad to face. Sure, he could be kind of outstaminating you with his M1s, but at some point, you know, it's really fun to do this high risk factor he has in play with his abilities, Silly Rush, I don't know if it's just glazed with me, but I just think he's not that bad to face. Stinkfell. Alright. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna put Stinkfell all the way up here. Force can be middle. Niloticus can be last. These are from Have Fun, I feel like. Alright. I'm gonna get a quick cup, by the way, because my voice, I need some water, chat. Alright, I'm back with the water break. And like I was saying with Stinkfell, let's be honest, y'all Stinkfell mains just love putting these portals in like in objective ways, which, don't get me wrong, that's literally how you play the character. But bro, it's just not fun, bro. Like, you get inflicted with this debuff that slows you, and as soon as I swear, wherever I am, Stinkfell is at, bro. Like I don't ever see him use the teleport. He's just always where I'm at, bro. I swear to God. If you're facing him in a mansion, it's just not fun, because he's gonna put these portals in like every entry where you fortunately gotta go, excuse me. And honestly, I played Stinkfell, and I'm not gonna lie, as much as I hate him, I actually kind of feel like he's fun to play, you know? Not fun to face, though, because, you know, he's just, like, terrible, bro. I swear to God, y'all Stinkfell mains know how to actually piss me off with his freaking abilities. But, yeah, that's just my opinion. Oh. Ooh. Actually, hear me out. Okay, I know. Okay, chill out. I know he has a plague. He's an out stamina monster. He's the reason why, you know, a lot of people left the game. But honestly, this is my opinion. Remember, this is my opinion. Honestly, PCX is somewhat fun to face. I'm not gonna lie. Sure, like, you know, he's a plague. He gets picked so often that you just wanna. But you know, I feel like he has his ways of being fun from dodging him from his low damage. I feel like all his abilities are really fun to dodge, you know, and honestly, when that new You Can't Run ability comes in with, or a rework, that's probably gonna ruin it for me, because, you know, there's gonna be no counterplay for You Can't Run. But all in all, I just feel like he has a lot of abilities that make it really fun to dodge. So honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna put him like high B tier. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, low key, I just don't think like he's as bad as people say he is. Like, sure, I feel like it's valid if he's like appearing every game with like no other monsters, but for me, I just don't really care, you know. Like, it's like, oh, I'm playing PCX, all right, that's chill. Jeff, I don't mind Jeff. I'm not even gonna lie, I don't mind Jeff at all. Like, not at all, bro. Jeff is just like there. I don't see any more Jeffs. Ever since people got a diamond with Jeff, I don't see any more Jeffs anymore. But honestly, Jeff, like, I feel like his crouch mode, they really get me. I'm not gonna lie, his crouch mode, they get me low key. I feel like my Niloticus haste is like barely used from Jeff mains, but mainly the crouch is the main factor of what value they get. But yeah, honestly, I don't think Jeffs like annoy me at all. Honestly, I actually kind of have fun facing Jeffs a lot from their abilities. Valem. All right, this is gonna be kind of tough. Valem's like just terrible. Like, I thought at first like his decoy was so fun because of gambling. You know, you would gamble for items. Cause that's what like made it really fun for me, and I loved his chase theme. But honestly, I'm gonna give y'all the stance, and obviously he's gonna be an S tier, cause he's just literally out stamina monster. I would say he's a worse mimic, maybe. Yeah, I think that's a good placement. He's like right there, cause you know he has these teleports. Like, I feel like, you know, I should lower him, like, to here, because, like, his clone really does make it fun for me. But other than that, he's literally just out stamina monster. Nobody likes out stamina. Well, maybe some people like out stamina monsters, but I don't. The Stricken, I don't have no problems with the Stricken, honestly. I find it really unique how both of his forms have chase music, which gets me hype, you know. As soon as I hear that tanky form, I lock in, you know. I don't think, like, as a trapper, I don't think, like, he's not really a trapper, but, you know, he has to trap to get, like, value out of his affection meter. But other than that, honestly, I feel like he's a really fun killer to face because, you know, it's nice to be, you know, pretty interactable. Like, it's like a better EXE kind of way because, you know, it's way faster to get rid of the custards and all that kind of stuff. But other than that, honestly, I don't think he's as bad to face because he's tubby, bro. Like, he's so slow, maybe like, and yeah. Honestly, this is gonna be my list. I'll probably let me fix C tier. Vapor is like middle. Samsonite is like last, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, because I feel like Fogborns can still somehow be annoying. Where Baldi should be like A tier though. Cause honestly I don't have fun with facing Baldi. So like yeah. You know what? We'll change Baldi. Cause Baldi just bro, I can't. I forgot how much of an outstanding monster he is, bro. Like, he's so annoying sometimes. Hold on, I was drinking water. Give me a sec. Alright. But yeah. Comment down below how y'all feel. Remember, this is my opinion, my list. So, hopefully this is some content y'all enjoy. I'm probably going to name it like Gali Yap or something, you know. How I'll express my opinions on the game or a tier list or that kind of stuff. Let me know if y'all want more. I'm gonna go. Maybe you always loved, and see ya.